Hello, everyone. This is Alchemist of the Soul. I was going to do a live, but I don't have enough subscribers yet. So if this video resonates with you, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'm just going to go ahead and clean my energy. Clean the cards. Highest of white light, please protect and guide this reading. And please let it find whoever it's meant to find. Okay. And I will probably post all the decks that I use down below in the description, just in case you're wondering. In all my readings, I always start with this deck, though. It's a daily affirmations deck by the Mindful Collective. Gorgeous, gorgeous deck. So how I do my readings is I will shuffle these. Whichever message Spirit wants to let you know will fall out, and I will keep it face down until the end of the reading. And it'll kind of act as sort of an affirmation, or a confirmation rather, on what basically just kind of ties the reading together. So let's see what comes out here. Okay, Spirit, whoever needs to hear this message today, what should they know? Should they know or be aware of? What is their affirmation going to be? What is the affirmation? Oop. I think that one wanted to come out. Okay. All right, next I'm going to be using the Citadel deck. My goal for this channel is, well, firstly, I have no freaking clue what I'm doing, just so everyone knows. I do tarot on my own, and for friends and stuff, but I've never even thought about making a YouTube channel before. I was just being called to do so that's kind of what I'm doing. I wanted to center it around like healing and shadow work. Just bring something different, I guess. Okay, let's see what Spirit wants to say here. Messages for whoever's watching, please. What should they know? What do they need to know, Spirit? Thank you. That one wanted to come out. All right, let's see. We got the Dancer, self-expression and strength. Ooh, that's a pretty card. Oh, the lighting. Oh, sorry. Okay. With the ribbons, maybe you are a ribbon dancer. Maybe you did do that before. It looks like there's also tulips on this card. I don't know. Those might be significant for someone. I personally love tulips. I feel like not a lot of people do. So that is beautiful. Let's see what we should work on within the shadow. So with that card, I feel like right now Spirit's just calling you to have some strength and to express your authentic self. Like, don't be afraid. I mean, really, there's like billions of people in the world. Be yourself. It's okay. The right people will find you. Really, they will. Authenticity is beautiful. Okay. All right. What should we be working on in our shadows? Whoever is watching this, what should they be working on as far as shadow work? What do they need to work on within the shadow? Shadow work card, please. Oh, thank you, Spirit. Ooh, the unicorn. All right. So I will be reading all of these from the guidebook. I'm going to do, obviously a intuitive sort of interpretation as well, but we will be reading from the guidebook on these just because I feel like it gives a lot more context. So as far as the unicorn card goes, it's got roses. Let's see what else is in here. Clouds, tree in the background. Lots of lights. I don't know, orbs. Maybe you see orbs or fairy lights, maybe fairies. I don't know. Maybe you like fairies. Maybe you really like unicorns. They're very mystical, majestic, unique, right? Okay. Next, we're going to pull from the Healing Waters deck. See what Spirit has for you as far as healing, aside from shadow, obviously. All right, Spirit, what do they need to work on with the healing? What messages are they needing to hear for this? I haven't used these cards a whole lot. They're a bit sticky. Little resistance here. What they need from the Healing Waters deck? Sorry if that shook. My dog just jumped up on the thing, on the couch. Okay. Follow the stream. Dedication, trust, future rivers and oceans. Interesting. So it's calling you to be dedicated right now to, I'm guessing, some future endeavor, something that you're building. Maybe you're building your legacy right now. And it looks like this woman on here is like walking through a portal as well. Yeah, she's following a stream and walking into a portal here. So we'll get into the guidebook on that. So, and it may have something to do with expressing yourself. So self-expression, strength, dedication, and trust. All right. Good to have those qualities when it comes to anything, really. Oop. All right. I love these cards, but they're so strange to try to shuffle. This is the Wild Unknown Alchemy deck. Alchemist of the soul, right? We got to heal if we want to progress and have spiritual and soul growth. We all go through things. Sometimes it helps just to have a little bit of confirmation. And all of these messages in here may not be for you. Only some of them may be, but you'll know. Your intuition will tell you which messages are for you and which ones aren't. Whatever resonates, take that. All right, Spirit. What do they need to know from the alchemy? Hey, that wanted to jump right out of there. We have lead. Well, let me do this first. Calcification. Very fiery energy here. Even have a flame right here. Yeah, those are definitely birds. At first I thought maybe they were bats, but they're not. Yeah, calcification. Okay, so we'll see what that means. I'm picking up like really fiery energy, obviously, with the reds and the oranges. Ooh, maybe root chakra too. There's a little bit of yellow in there, so it could possibly be like some solar plexus maybe. And then we have the card of lead. Sorry, I gotta get the lighting right in here. Lead. Just a big hunk of metal. All right. We will, I feel like there's maybe one more in here. Is there anything else out of this deck, Spirit? For some reason, I just feel like there might be one more in this deck. Is there anything else out of this deck, Spirit? These cards are so funky. Anything else? Oh, yep, we got it. Okay. Ooh, the reddening. Ooh, I feel like that one's going to be good. That's, again, it looks like more fiery energy with the snake. Ooh, maybe you're shedding. Shedding old parts of you that don't fit anymore, perhaps. I'm running out of space here. We're going to go that way. Okay. All right. And then this is another deck that I really, really, really love. I love it. This is the Sacred Web. This deck is so beautiful. It was, yeah, I don't know. It was just calling to me. The cards are pretty simplistic, but in the guidebook, they have seriously deep meanings. If you can get your hands on this deck, I definitely suggest you do so. If you're also a reader. If not, then, you know, come back here. I'll be using it more. All right. Okay, let's see. What do we have out of this deck, Spirit? What should they know? Thank you. Ooh, there's 2 fish on this card. And purple flowers. This is kind of giving me 7 of Cups energy. Also, maybe perhaps Pisces, the fish there in the center. And it almost looks like they, what is that? I don't know what it's called. It's like, I don't know, like heat seeking or something. I don't know. You can see it. It picks up on like the heat from the body. That's kind of what they look like. Like, look at those fish. I can't think of the name of it though. Anything else from this deck, Spirit? These cards are so smooth too. I love the way that they shuffle and feel in my hands. Ooh. Hummingbird. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah. Hummingbirds may be significant for you. Look at all of this beautiful, like, it looks like they're going almost through like a wormhole or something. Like quickly. Like these are like stars or something. I mean, that makes sense. Hummingbirds' wings are like the fastest. Okay. I think that's probably all we have out of that deck. And then the last deck I'm going to be using, I have not used this deck a whole lot. So, and look at the size of this book. It's huge. But the Alchemy Elementals. It is for planetary healing. So we will get, oh gosh, again, these cards are just humongous. We're going to try to shuffle like this instead. So let's see, what do we have? So far, self-expression. Unicorns are also kind of secretive, you know? It's like they give this air of mystery. But they're like majestic and yeah. Lots of fire, though. Fire energy. I mean, there's even red ribbons on the Dancer card. Like, I'm getting a lot of fire energy here. And lead, like, you know, kind of really, thank you. Lead is kind of reminding me of like that strength, having, oh, sorry, it was on the Dancer card. Yeah, having strength. Again, another fire. Look at this. God, that's gorgeous. Fire, volcano, star. Ooh. Are you angry? Are you getting ready to explode? I don't know. Look at there's like the fire is lighting the path here though. They're the torches. Maybe you're setting fire to something that once was being cleansed by the fire or something. Also, it's the number 3. That might be significant for somebody. I felt the need to express that. I am a life path 3. Maybe that's your life path number 2. Okay, that wanted to come out, but it didn't quite, so I think I'm going to leave that one. Anything else, Spirit? I'll be interested to see what that says. Is there anything else they need to know out of this deck, please? Oh, these cards. Oh, there it went. Oh, we got 2 this time. Oh my gosh, we got a hummingbird again. There's the water. 2 water cards. Oh my gosh. Okay. There's the hummingbird again. So water, spring, earth. Like water in the middle of the desert though. Maybe you need to drink more water. Ooh. Or finding your emotions, maybe. Maybe you're not good with emotion. And you're starting to find your emotions in the desert of your inner landscape. And then we have water, river, and moon. And there's this whirlpool happening here. That's so beautiful. I love these cards. They're so visually pleasing. Also, this card is a number 32. Maybe you are 32, or 32 is significant to you in some way. This card is 25, and again we have those orbs. Excuse me, I apologize. Again, we have those orbs there. I wonder, with the moon, something could be hidden. Or maybe you're uncovering something because it's not a full moon. It's just a crescent. We'll see what that says. Okay. I'm excited. I'm excited to get into this. Let's see what this says. So, okay. We have, I wonder, you guys can't quite see that. I might turn this. I apologize for that. I just want you guys to be able to see all the cards here. Oh, you still can't see all the cards, darn it. Okay. That'll have to do. So here's our 2 hummingbirds. Then we have the orbs here and here. Lots of fiery energy here and here. The strength, lead and strength. Maybe I can move these over just a tad. All right. Again, more water energy here as well. And if this is anything Pisces, I mean, this has fish on it. Again, though, too, is giving me 7 of Cups. So we'll see. We'll see what this says. All right, so our first card is the Dancer. The Dancer. There we go, 126. So this deck is in the theme of like a city. So it tells like a story. Okay, here we go. The Dancer. And it came out in the upright, so we're good. A tambourine shivers, filling the air with the sound of silver. Oh, we have silver and lead. Interesting. And silks carve shapes out of the air as the dancer leaps and spins. Whatever they have left behind to come to the Citadel, that is the past, and this is the now. They bring only themselves into the dance, unashamed to let the world see them for who they truly are. What did I tell you? Okay. I'm going to turn this back now. I have to what? I literally just said that. Okay. It's time to stop worrying about what the world thinks of you and embrace the parts of yourself that you've been trying to make more palatable to others. Self-acceptance comes with maturity and a recognition of your own capability, a revelation that is stronger for having come through a period of doubt. It's time to free yourself from your past and embrace yourself for you. You have a strength and compassion within you that you haven't realized yet. Holy cow. Okay. Sorry, guys. So I love this. I was getting like, be authentic. Show your authenticity. You know, there's only one you. You know what I mean? Like, and it takes a lot of strength to be authentic, to show who you truly are, without fear. And I feel like you've probably been hiding that for so long, and all you're doing is robbing yourself. Trust me when I say that you are just robbing yourself of these beautiful experiences and these people that you could have in your life. If you just let them see you, the people who don't belong will fall away. And for some of you, that may be happening. I don't know. I was kind of picking that up a little bit here with the snake card. And again with the fire volcano card. Get rid of it. You know, whoever's not meant to be on your journey with you will depart, or you will have to find the strength to walk away on your own. If you feel like you're being held down or oppressed in some kind of way, that's not for you. Everything about you is beautiful. I was just saying this to my friend the other day. I was saying that, you know, if you think of how many generations, everything. Think about your own life for a second. How much stuff has just I mean, it's not a straight line, right? It's curvy and hilly and wavy and, zigzaggy. It's just all over the place. I don't know anybody who's ever walked life in just a straight line. Because there would be no growth that way. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, I was just telling her the other day that out of all the millions of eggs and all the millions of sperm from your parents, it was you. Because it was always meant to be you. And I mean, just if you think about how much stuff had to line up in your ancestors' lives for you to even exist here today, that is mind blowing. If you can even take a second to think about that, I mean, really think about it. Take that in, sit with that for a minute, and really meditate on it a little bit. And you'll look at your life in a totally different way. You'll start to understand that being you is the best thing you could ever do for yourself and for everyone else. Okay. All right. Next card is the unicorn. All right. Let's see. Oh, did I miss a page? Or am I blind? Why can't I find this? Oh, there it is. 60. Okay. Oh man, I turned right to it. I love when that happens. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. Synchronicity, magic, and something special. The mythical unicorn is a special creature, appearing across tales of magic for hundreds of years. There are those who believe unicorns may have existed at one time, and those who know the true essence of the unicorn can only be captured in their hearts. Should the mystical unicorn card turn up in a pull, something special is happening in your life, and it's time to pay attention to the synchronicities and magic all around you. The universe is constantly sending us messages. For those who are on the spiritual path, you are probably familiar with the idea of synchronicities. The aligning of things that confirm we're on the right path or answer a question we have. Popular synchronicities include things like angel numbers, repeating numbers such as 444, which I just saw earlier today, or 777, full body goosebumps, reading or hearing something that is exactly what we needed, and so on. With the unicorn's arrival, you may have been experiencing a lot of these lately. However, it's also possible that you know you're onto something big, which may even feel like a once-in-a-lifetime moment. Pay special attention to the world around you now, and take advantage of this unique and beautiful energy to birth something significant. The implications of this moment will reach farther than you know. So this deck also has a further reflection section if you want to dive a little bit deeper into this energy. And it says, research the meaning behind angel numbers, research numerology, which again, that's how I know I'm a life path 3. Research whatever it is you feel drawn to and consider how that energy could be of use to you now. Further than that, engage in childlike wonder and awe at the splendor of it all. That is really beautiful. It's okay. Sometimes I still do this. My daughter and I walked over to the gas station earlier, and the sun was setting, and it was just beautiful. And I don't know. I kind of got this, what it said, like kind of like a childlike, man, how lucky am I to like be able to see this sunset right now and just be here and be breathing. And, I don't know, just don't lose your curiosity about life, I guess, or yourself, your purpose. And if you haven't found your purpose yet, you will, or it'll find you, or maybe you're already living it just by being who you are. Just by your presence in the world. Maybe that is your purpose, just to be here. And that's good too. That's enough. You're enough. Just the fact that you exist is enough. And don't ever let anybody try to tell you anything otherwise, because they are liars. Stay far away from those people. Sorry, my throat was dry. Okay. Now let's move on to healing waters. This is a new deck for me. So I really, really don't know, but being a Scorpio, I'm a water sign. So I really resonate with that. So yeah, I kind of connected to this deck. Let's see, follow the stream, page 84. Maybe 84 is significant to somebody. Okay. Oh, I'm getting a little, I'm sorry, y'all. I have to take this off. Sitting in front of the fireplace got a little toastier than I expected. Whew. Okay. All right. So again, dedication, trust, future rivers, and oceans. Streams can begin as small trickles and end up as immense rivers and vast oceans. They've been providing humanity with sustenance since we first appeared on this planet. I'm not, okay. Follow the stream and trust that one day it'll carry you to the rivers and oceans of your future. You're being called to surrender to the current of the waters that you're in, to trust the path that you're walking, and to keep showing up day after day to what you're building. What might seem like a small trickle right now holds the promise of becoming a river or ocean in the world. Keep putting one foot in front of the other and trust your path. This is a card of trust. You may not yet be able to see the future outcome, or perhaps you're not quite sure how to get where you're going. On the journey, there will be many steps that require faith. This may be one of them. You're being encouraged to find that faith, to keep facing your true north, to follow the stream and let it carry you. So, commit to your passions and be dedicated to what you're creating. Keep showing up day after day. If you do, before you know it, you'll have created something huge simply by showing up in small, consistent ways. If you trusted your path, what would you do? Whew, I got goosebumps. Okay. Yeah. So, again, I don't know if you can see this very well. Let me see if I can. Okay. This woman here is getting ready to walk through this portal, right? There's some type of portal right here that she's getting ready to cross, maybe into another realm, another threshold, another chapter, even. Yeah. I feel like whatever, maybe you're working on a project, maybe you want to open your own business. Or maybe you're just simply trying to be a better you than you were yesterday. That is all significant. As long as you are consistent, consistency really is key. Aside from knowing what you want, first you have to figure out what you want to create, what your motivation for creating that thing is, and trusting that you have what it takes to do that, and just to remain consistent. Yeah, that's what I got for that. As long as you know what your motivations are, your intentions, and you take consistent daily action, small steps even. Like in my last video, I was talking about, okay, maybe you want to drink more water, right? Maybe you want to intake more water, but you really don't like water. Me, I don't like water. It just is not my thing. Like, I don't know if it's just, I feel like maybe I have too much water because I'm a water sign. I don't need as much water as other people. Trust me, the doctors have been like, what? You don't drink water? How are you alive? But yeah, no, they were kind of flabbergasted by that. But anyway, I still try to drink water. I don't drink a lot. I should probably drink more. But yeah, no, consistent daily, even small steps. So yeah, in my last video, I was talking about, if you wanted to incorporate anything in your life, but for the sake of the discussion, I'm going to say water. Start with 8 ounces a day. Just 8 ounces. And do that until you feel comfortable and you're like, oh, that wasn't so bad. And then maybe increase that just a little, just little tiny steps every day, just consistent daily action. You would be amazed at the kind of results that you'll get. And I'm not talking about just in the physical, I'm talking about spiritual as well. Maybe you want to meditate. Maybe you want to take up, a new spiritual practice. Set aside 5 minutes. Start with 5 minutes. Can you give yourself 5 minutes to reconnect to your higher self, to your spirit, to the universe, God, whoever your higher power is? Just 5 minutes. You're worth that. You're worth a lot more than that. But I understand that life gets busy sometimes, and maybe 5 minutes is all you have, and that's okay. As long as you're consistent with that 5 minutes, trust me, it will do wonders. Okay. Next deck. All right. Now this is going to be interesting because, like I said, I was picking up a lot of fire energy with this card. Look at this radiating with the flame down there. Calcification. Perhaps you've let something calcify. Let's see. These are so tiny, these words. Oh, there it is. 219. Nope. Wow, it's so hot over here by this fire. I think I might be sweating a little, which is unusual for me because I never sweat. Usually I'm freezing. Oh, it said 219, not 119. What am I doing? There it is. Okay. All right. Calcification is the great alchemical operation of fire. It occurs when there is enough heat in the vessel to transform the nature of that which is solid or fixed. Ooh. How does calcification begin? With a tiny glimmer, an urge, a desire that builds into a robust flame. On a psychic level, this stage may be an uprising of emotion that has been repressed or dismissed. It wants something big to change, to be brought to the light and purified. Oh my gosh, did I not say that? Purified by the fire? Cleansed by the fire? Okay. Perhaps a flawed ideology, institution, or outlook. Frustration and anger are wondrous change makers if their heat is channeled with space, time, and awareness. The transformation that occurs from calcification is rarely harmonious. It requires commitment and a willingness to sit through discomfort as old patterns fall into the ashes. The flame initiates sacred change, and eventually the phoenix rises. What? Oh my gosh. Okay. Wow. Okay, so I resonate obviously with the Phoenix being a Scorpio. But I also have a lot of Aries in my chart as well. I definitely, maybe you are an Aries or another fire sign. I definitely resonate with this. And that's what I said. Burning away old stuff. Limiting beliefs, maybe. People, situations, circumstances, whatever it is, whatever, maybe it's just a new look, changing your look, you know, I'm going to be changing my look soon. But and there's that commitment word again. Commitment. I feel like commitment and consistency are really, you know, they're similar words. Like, to be committed, you have to be consistent, right? So, and a willingness to sit through discomfort as old patterns fall into the ashes. So you're definitely burning away a lot of things out of your life right now, which I feel like has definitely been a common theme. And that's good. It's good. Not everybody can follow us where we're going next. You have to take the lessons that were meant to be learned and the new ideas that want to be born, the new way of living, the new thoughts, the new actions. And yeah, again, I also feel like this kind of goes really well with the dancer, the self-expression, expressing your trueness, your authenticity, who you are. Anything that doesn't resonate with your authentic self will fall away, like I said, or you'll burn it. You'll burn it out of your life. Not on purpose, not to be malicious, not, you know, not for like ill intent, It's just because you're on a different energetic frequency, and that thing doesn't mesh with you anymore. And sometimes that's painful, you know, especially if it's in regard to people that we love or did love or still do love. But we don't owe anybody anything. This is your one life. And you get to be the dancer, the storyteller. You get to decide. All right. Next card is lead. I feel like this is going to be another strength type of deal. 127. Ooh. Oh man, I don't know. I feel like I heard something about Saturn. Coming soon. Okay, I don't know. I'll have to check into that later. All right, density, weight, and Saturn. Lead is the first metal. Its properties are heavy, dense, and unwaveringly steady. It is often perceived as the metal that initiated the entire alchemical drive to turn what is base, lead, into what is noble, gold. Oh, I love this. I love this. It correlates to the planet Saturn and its love of rules and structure. On one hand, this card implies a fixed position or burden that may be weighing down the work. On the other hand, lead can arrive just in time to ground a situation, to bring an alchemist back to the humble beginnings. Either way, the presence of lead is sobering. We cannot ignore it. The impatient alchemist may be discouraged to see it in the laboratory, as it reminds us of how far we have to go. Approach this card with reverence for the ongoing process. So, if this is taking longer than you'd like to get to the other side, to get through this portal into your new beginning, or to, I don't know, have the courage to be your authentic you. Don't get discouraged, because it's coming. It'll happen. Perhaps there just needs to be a little more work done. Lead doesn't turn to gold overnight, you know. A baby doesn't grow up the day after it's born. It takes time. A diamond isn't formed overnight. It takes a long time and a lot of heat and pressure and movement. Dancer, yeah. Heat and movement and pressure to make a diamond. What a diamond is. Multifaceted. Just like you. All of you. Whoever's watching this. You are so multidimensional, multifaceted. You have no idea. You have no idea how incredibly important and special you are. You're needed. You're needed. Don't give up on yourself. Don't let it weigh you down. Keep working on it. Whatever it is for you. If you're trying to show yourself more self-love, or changing negative thought patterns. Every time you think of a negative thought, right, ask yourself, where did that come from? Like a self-limiting thought, right? Like, why didn't that relationship work out? What did I do wrong? Why don't they love me? Why did they leave me? Whatever. Don't do that. Those negative thoughts, it's not a reflection of you. Most times, okay? You have to take that, whatever negative thing you're telling yourself, like you're not lovable, or, you're not worthy, or whatever it is. Ask yourself where it came from. Is that you? Is that coming from you, your authentic self? Or did somebody else put that there? And if the answer is that somebody else put that there, then get rid of it. That's not you. That is a projection that somebody put onto you or into your head. It's false, okay? Take that negative and turn it into a positive. What do you think about yourself? I don't care if it's something tiny. If you like your pinky finger, say, I like my pinky finger. I like my eyes. I like my kind heart. I like my big toe. I don't know. Just anything that is positive about you. Take that negative thing and rid yourself of it. It's not needed, and it's not true to you. Sorry, I feel very strongly about that. Okay. Next, the reddening. Where is it? Somewhere. There it is. 113. Okay. Oh, this is definitely significant. Okay. Wowzers. Whew. Just take a deep breath really quick and get ready for this. Life force, Kundalini, and blood. The reddening indicates a full expression of the work. Everything is alive. The heart pumps, the cells celebrate, and blood sings its way through the body. What was dormant has been awakened. What was once considered base is now noble. Again, lead being base, gold being noble, turning lead into gold. Man, synchronicities. Yeah, okay. We're going to go with it. Aches and pains are integrated. Shadows are acknowledged. Again, what? Acknowledging your shadow? What did I just, and I literally just said that. That is your shadow, okay? All those self-limiting, self-defeating things that you say to yourself, first of all, again, check and make sure that they're actually yours and that they didn't just get planted there. And then, yeah, what was I saying? After that, I mean, that is your shadow. You're dealing with your, subconscious thought patterns or behaviors or whatever that are, don't feed it. Transmute it. Take the shadow, the dark, the negative, and feed it light and love. And your life will literally change. Okay. When the reddening card appears, it signifies health, power, a climaxing of the work, a coalescing of what has been learned. The laboratory is no longer separate from the alchemist or from the work, but the three are now one. What occurs in the body is reflected in the world and vice versa. Through the process of reddening, we move out of the head and into the physical body. More specifically, we reach the heart. It is there the alchemist finds the sacred ingredients of power and kindness. What did I literally just say? I literally said that. Feed it love. Ah, I can't even. Okay. The synchronicities blow my mind sometimes, I tell you. I can't make it up, guys. It still just blows my mind. It really does. Okay. Let me find this card. I have no clue where. Let's see, where V2. Oh, I think it's a perseverance. It takes perseverance to love authentically and to live with compassion for all beings. What? What did I say? Oh my gosh. It's so amazing. I can't even. Okay, here we go. I don't know why that just came out there. Okay. I create opportunity when I make time for reflection. Now is the time to soak in the magical realm of opportunity that you have created from the depths of your imagination. In this transformative space of possibility and potential, maybe some of you are artists. Sorry, that came to my brain. In this transformative space of possibility and potential, the flowers bloom. Here, your relationship to your purpose begins to sympathize with the longings of your heart. Okay, so here, how do I want to explain this? Okay, so when I was trying to figure out, and I'm still in the process, don't get me wrong. when I was trying to figure out what my purpose was, I sat down with myself and I asked myself, you know, what was meaningful to me, what I wanted to leave behind, and why I wanted to leave that behind, and what I was trying to build or do, and, just my motivations. I needed to make sure that whatever it was lined up with what matters to me, with my soul, my heart. I needed to make sure that I was lined up with that my head and my heart were working together. Yeah, I don't know. I felt like I had to say that. Okay. You have learned to be generous with yourself and others and have come to understand that generosity makes more room for love. What did I say? Let yourself float patiently in the healing water. Interesting that we're using the Healing Waters Oracle today. Pay attention to your dreams, the mystery and wonder of your unconscious mind. Dealing with the shadow. Make time for reflection. What did I literally just say? That I took time to reflect before I made my decision or was trying to move toward my purpose. I had to make sure it was in alignment. And in order to do that, I had to reflect. Okay. An abundance of options requires careful assessment. Which cup will you select? I knew I was getting 7 of Cups energy out of that. In which direction will you go? What will you create when the time is right for the water to carry you home? And the affirmation is, I create opportunity when I make time for reflection. 110 freaking 1,000%. Knowing yourself and your inner world is so crucial. So crucial. And sometimes it's scary. And sometimes it's hard. I'm not going to lie. Especially if you're going through a dark night of the soul, or you're trying to deal with childhood trauma or healing, healing really of any kind. It is very taxing emotionally, mentally, physically, but it is so worth it. The rewards and the freedom you feel when you let that stuff go. It's an overwhelming feeling of just, I don't know, space. I don't know how to explain it. It's like where you were in this, you felt just in this tiny little box before. I don't know. It's like this just gigantic gust of wind just whoosh, and it's just like, holy crap. There's so much room here. And I don't know how to explain it. That's really all I can, and that's how it was for me. And I'm sure for everyone it's different. That was just my experience, I guess. I kind of just realized whoa. And I've been trying to fit and live in this tiny little balled up fist. What? No. I'm allowed to take up space. Okay. Oh my gosh, I love it. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. The hummingbird. So this is really close to my heart because every time I see hummingbirds, it makes me think of my grandma. She passed away 3 years ago. And I feel like I started my awakening before she passed away. I had already kind of, I don't know, it was like this curiosity, this wondering. I don't know. It's like I was walking down a stone path and I was just taking one little pebble, like one little stepping stone at a time. And then after my grandma passed away, it was like whoosh. I mean, it was like I don't know. It was, I think that's what triggered my dark night of the soul. Yeah. And now I'm here. I made it through. And let me tell you, it is not for the weak of heart. Yeah, it was rough. It was probably one of the darkest things I've ever done in my life. Probably any of my lives, honestly. But I also learned so much about myself, about my strength. Yeah. Anyway, this card says awakening. Rise up in celebration. Let the songs within help your soul take flight. You have woven your way out of the depths of the unconscious through the spiral web and have come to this moment of profound realization. Sorry. Released. I'm getting kind of emotional. Released from judgment and suffering. You are free to be who you truly are, spirit embodied. See, that's like I said, it's like this whoosh of like, you don't realize, you just don't know how big it is, how much room you have. All of us, I don't know. There's so many people that have dealt with this feeling of like being boxed in and oppressed and just like they don't matter or something. And that's so far from the truth. So far from the truth. Okay. In awakening, you realize the power of forgiveness, the opposite of judgment, to create a space for healing and for love. You see yourself at the center of the wheel, wings expanded in a rainbow of radical connection, where you once perceived yourself to be separate from others and from the source of love. You now understand that love unites all beings. You recognize yourself as if for the first time. Your consciousness merges with cosmic consciousness in communion with the gathering of light. The dream of your heart, your desires, longings, and hopes awakens here in this moment, cradled in the circle of your soul. The solar plexus chakra. Interesting that I literally did this when I was reading. Fire, Pluto energy. Yeah. Okay. released from judgment and suffering, I rise up in communion with the gathering light. Whew. So if you have not already, this is most definitely a call for you to recognize the similarities between yourself and others. I always said that, like, when somebody, it's like, okay, what, hurt people, right? But you don't, once you know this stuff, and I feel like I knew that stuff that it was talking about before I went through my dark night, but there was like another layer, like a deeper layer there that I hadn't been aware of. But yeah, it's kind of the same concept as, like, I don't know, a lot of us grew up hearing things like, do unto others how you would have them do unto you. Well, everyone is so different, right? We're so uniquely different, but we also are all the same. Like, we're all here in this 3D reality trying to learn lessons for soul growth, trying to break generational traumas. If you're anything like me, trying to move humanity into a different direction, a better direction. And that takes some rearranging, and it takes knowing that you are part of everything and everyone. Whether you know them or not, they are just like you. Anyway, I digress. Okay. All right. We have fire, volcano, and star. Now let's see. Fire, volcano, star, page 15. Oh, right here. Okay. They say that with great power comes great responsibility. One of those great responsibilities is humility. Humble leaders understand that the power they wield is meant to serve the people. Recognize yourself as a vessel for something greater. Take care that your thoughts, words, and actions are steeped in humility, while always serving the best interests of the collective. The spirits are pointing you toward a pathway that will lead you to your magnificence. Walk this path with humility, making sure to never exalt yourself above others, but to walk alongside them, inspiring and igniting them with your passion, your integrity, and your litness. So, this is exactly what I'm talking about. That is part of the reason why I made this whole channel in the first place. And trust me, I was given the download, I guess, months ago. And I just sat on it because I was like, who's going to want to hear me talk? Like, who cares what I say? But then I started remembering the people that told me that I helped them. And then I realized that maybe now more than ever, there are other people out there that might need my help too. And there's room. There's room for everyone. And there were people that I tried to bring with me. But they weren't meant to come, I guess. And I have to accept that. And I have to accept that, you know, the divine knows what's best. And wherever I go from here is wherever I go from here. But I do know that there's room for everyone. And I want to take as many people with me as I can. To the light, to the love. I have a deep love for people, for humanity. I always have. For saving people. But I can't save you. You have to save you. And you can. You can and you will. You'll do the work. You'll do the work like all of us do the work with help and guidance, of course. You're never alone. But nobody can do the work for you. We all have to do our own work. We can help. We can guide. But we can't do it for you. Let's see. Page 46. All right, and here's our other hummingbird card. It says, even though magic is real, and trust me, my love, it most certainly is, nothing on this planet emerges from nothing. Everything that we see and everything that we experience here on Earth is an outpouring from someone else. It sounds so simple, and yet it is unimaginably profound. All that you consider yours came from another. The chair you're sitting on, someone else made that. And someone else chopped down the wood that was used to construct it. And someone else made the screws that hold the pieces of that chair in place. And someone else forged the metal that made those screws. While another person mined that metal from the earth, which gave the person the material to mold into screws to build things for people to sit on. Everything on this planet is a synthesis of other people's manifestations and hard work. Recognize the effort and the collaboration that has gone into everything that you have and use and love. Honor the ones who have poured their gifts into your life. And I think that speaks for itself. So I'm going to leave that one just the way it is. Page 39. All right. Nothing on this planet is static. Nothing. Even though your eye might perceive certain things as stationary, I assure you that they are only illusions. Even a mountain or a skyscraper or a telephone pole is comprised at its most fundamental level of tiny subatomic particles that are constantly in motion. Energies, moods, and states of mind are no different. There are countless essences that move through you. Some essences are worth stepping into for a while others are best to let pass and be on their way. It is important for you to remember that energies come and go, and that holding on to anything creates stagnation and limitation in your life. Cling to nothing, dear one. We are born to move and to shift and to be free. This feeling you are feeling is but a moment. Soon enough, it too shall pass. So if you're feeling stuck or stagnant, or, maybe like you're being sucked into this whirlpool on this card here, just know that it will pass. It's just an energy, just like any other. Maybe you just had to step into it for a while to gain a different perspective or learn a lesson. But you won't be there forever. You don't have to be there forever. Anyway. All right, my beautiful people. Our affirmation card says, I feel the fear, but do it anyway. I think that resonates 110% with what we just read. All of this. What did we say? Self-expression, be yourself, have strength. Don't be afraid to be who you are. You are awakening. Things are shifting. You're planning your future, right? This is somebody's story here. It's like, it's really kind of beautiful. This is someone's story. I mean, it's literally like we started with the dancer, self-expression, strength. We went into the shadow of the unicorn, mystical, where, they were maybe figuring out what they needed to heal to move into this dream life that they wanted to create, right? Following it, trusting their inner guidance, burning away old things to make room for the new. Along the way, turning the lead inside of them into gold. An awakening. We got awakening twice, basically. Kundalini, expansive, awakening. Lots of choices here, Lots of choices. Can go down whatever path you want to go down. Lighting the way for other people, right? With the torches. One of the other YouTubers that I watch, she always says, when you stand in your own authenticity, it empowers everyone else to do the same. And I just think it's always stuck with me. I think that's really beautiful, and I'll have to link her channel or something. That way you can go and check her out too. But what she said there in, this reading just really, it goes together. And again, with our affirmation, our confirmation, I feel the fear and I do it anyway. So don't let fear hold you back from who you want to be, what you want to do. And yeah, be authentically you. That's all I got. Thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe.